Merry freaking Christmas, my fellow nerds. Whether you are diving into the holiday spirit or diving away from whatever family conversation in which you do not wish to partake, let's do it glass in hand. Today we are snuggling down into the enchanting world of mulled wine. So grab your favorite cozy blanket and let's mull over some delightful traditions and recipes. The jokes do not get better, folks. They do not get better. As with so many things, I got a few different origin stories for mulled wine, but my favorite is that it dates all the way back to ancient Rome. So warm liquids will obviously warm you. Did someone say hot toddy or hot buttered rum? Should I do an episode on all my favorite winter cocktails? Focus, London, focus. Okay, to boot, alcohol is a vasodilator, which means it makes your veins dilate and the blood flows more freely, contributing to warmth. I'd make a joke here that mulled wine is scientifically good for you in winter, but then someone would do something stupid after getting totally wasted on mulled wine, and I'd be responsible, and I can't afford a lawsuit, so I will not make that joke. Anyway, in addition to having been around for probably a heckin' long time, mulled wine is also pretty widespread. So obviously English for it is just mulled wine, or sometimes spiced wine. In German it's called Glühwein. In Sweden it's glögg. It's G-L-O with an umlaut, G-G. Vin chaud in France, which literally means hot wine, and then I think it's vin brûlé in Italy. I'm probably mispronouncing it. And speaking of mispronunciation, I'll put all of these in the video description, especially because the Polish one, I have absolutely no idea, but it looks cool. Loosely related to mulled wine is wassail, which is the same idea, but with like brandy or rum instead of wine. So usually not wine, more hard alcohol. Now, how to make mulled wine, or whatever you want to call it, you'll want a pretty robust red wine. So Cab Sauv, Merlot, Zinfandel, Syrah, Shiraz. I'm betting a Ripasso would work, although now I'm wondering if my Italian friend Nick would have thoughts about Nebbiolo for this. Maybe a Barolo. I bet the Monastrell I had in that one video would work. Anyway, robust red wine. Then for the spices. So this is where you can get super creative. When my partner makes mulled cider, we use whole cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, whole allspice berries, there's a lot of whole happening, and maybe a cardamom pod. These are all great options for mulled wine. You could do some star of anise. Not in our house, the partner doesn't like it, but I digress. I've also seen bay leaves, nutmeg, maybe even a hint of ginger. Then throw in some orange slices for that like zesty fruitiness that you may associate with the drink. And it's actually not unheard of to even throw in some brown sugar if you want to up the sweetness level. So you can find lots of recipes online, and subsequently, oh shucks, oh no, you may just have to experiment and drink a lot of Glühwein until you find what you like. Side note, you can also buy it in the bottle. So if you're just like, I literally cannot right now, it is the holidays and I just can't, we grabbed a bottle of pre-made from Wegmans, heated it over the stove, and it was great. It's not the same level as homemade, but it's not at all bad. So, okay, friends and loved ones, hopefully I kept this one nice and short because it is a holiday and you may be stressed. Maybe this was apparently I'm stressed. Maybe this was a reprieve from your holiday stress. Maybe you won't see it until months from now. Either way, I hope you have a great day and maybe even feel inspired to make a little mulled wine for yourself. So, cheers and happy holidays.